elections took place early in October, and a democratically elected government is in place in Jammu and Kashmir.
Yes, but the point is it's a democratically elected government which doesn't have the status of a state.
All right, I'll come to that in a moment, but let's go step by step.
No, if I may, because we've got a lot to get through and all of this is complicated. I just want you to address the criticism that came, for example...
But you'll have to give me an opportunity to answer the criticism as well.
I just wonder what difference it makes to you when you hear well-known civil rights lawyers like Prashant Bhushan say the Supreme Court's decision was, quote, an act of capitulation. The court signaled that it is willing to accept a naked power grab by the federal government.
That's a perception of one lawyer. Let me give you the perspective.
Well, with respect, there's many lawyers I could quote. Let me quote you Dushyant Dave, for example, former president of the Supreme Court Bar Association, who said this decision about Article 370 was one of many decisions in which Chief Justice Chandrachud not only failed, but didn't even attempt to succeed in terms of combating majoritarian power.
Again, completely wrong. Again, completely wrong for the reason that after our decision, which laid down a time frame for holding elections, you have a democratically elected government in place. And there's been a peaceful transfer of power to a government which is of a political party and a political dispensation, which is not the dispensation in the union government in Delhi. So this itself is a clear indicator that democracy has succeeded in Jammu and Kashmir. Second, about the fact that they had converted the status of the state of Jammu and Kashmir into 3 union territories, the Union Territory of Ladakh, Jammu and Kashmir. We have again accepted the undertaking of the union government. We asked them, would you like us to issue a direction? Or are you going to give an undertaking? The Solicitor General sought time, he sought an adjournment, he consulted the government at the highest level and has made an unconditional statement before the court that the status of Jammu and Kashmir as a state would be restored as soon as possible.
Yeah, with no timeline. That was my point. No timeline. But let's move on to a couple of other important issues.
But you see, therefore, that the Supreme Court, in that sense, we have ensured democratic accountability. We've ensured that a people's government is in place. And I therefore think, the criticism that we didn't apply our constitutional mandate is not correct. Maybe there are 2 people on one end of the spectrum who have this view. You will have other people who have another different view.